Hello everyone, myself Dr. Vallabh Chawla, and today we are going to do a case report on virtual implant planning. Basically, patient came with a chief complaint with the missing teeth in the lower right side region to the dentist, and she was referred for a CBCT scan for the same. So a CBCT scan was taken of the lower right quadrant, including the 4-5 region. 4-6 and 4-7 were missing. One was recently extracted, recently as in like 5 months back it was extracted, and you can see the healing socket or the healing radiolucency as well in the sagittal cross section. And another one was extracted long time back. So this is basically the axial cross section, this is the coronal cross section, and this is the sagittal cross section. The line that is passing by is the nerve canal. The nerve canal cortex is very well visible in all the cross sections. This is the sagittal cross section, this is the coronal cross section, and this is how the nerve canal appears in the axial cross section. So aligning along the long axis of the nerve canal. Now we'll just do the spline markings. So going to the spline marking part, you can just increase the filter sharpness filter also. Now we'll start with the spline marking. So we have done the spline marking. Interval lines is 2 mm. This is 1 mm thickness. You can just increase this thickness to 8 mm or 5 mm. If you want, you can just do the nerve tracing in the XYZ view. So going to the nerve canal cortex, there's the mental foramen region, which is on the buccal aspect, or the of the buccal. There's the buccal aspect, so it ends over here, and you just have to go posteriorly. And using the mouse scroller button, you can just go in the posterior region, and it goes towards the lingual aspect and ends in the lingula. Okay, so we can just give this red color or any color you like, and this is how it appears. Now we have to do virtual implant planning in this region. So first we'll just mark the bone width and height. So there's the bone width and there's the bone height. Okay, so you have 5 mm of width and 5 mm of height also. So this is 4-6 region, and this 4-6-4-7 interdental region. There is presence of dense bone island, so one has to be very careful while doing placing the dental implants. They have to take care of the drilling. Also, this is the 4-7 region, so here also one has to be very careful while placing the implants, as the buccal cortical plate is at the lower level and quite thinned out as compared to the lingual cortical plate. You can just do the marking over here, and this is around 6 mm, or you can say 5 mm, 5.5 mm. Based on the presence of cortical plate, you can just give an approximate marking over it, and it is quite far away from the nerve canal. Ideally it should be 5 mm, and 9 mm should be the ideal height, but it is greater than that, so it's good enough. Yeah, one has to also be very careful of the lingual undercut area, but here in this case it's a shallow lingual undercut, so there's nothing to worry about. So coming to the main part, virtual implant planning, you can just select the implant system. So there's the implant system that is there. Now you can just select the upper jaw or the lower jaw. So this is the lower jaw, so we'll just go to the lower jaw, select the implant accordingly. The upper diameter of the implant, first we will just give this thing, say, red color, or the blue color, as the nerve canal cortex is already red, so we'll just give this as blue color. And now the upper diameter is, say, around 4 mm. We'll just 4 mm is good enough. So the lower diameter, you can just give, say, around 2 mm. So you can see this diameter reduces. Okay, and the height, we have 13 mm. Okay, so 10 mm is good enough, so you can just write height as 5, and 5 plus 5, which comes to total length 10 mm. Okay, so 10 mm is very good. It's to handle the masticatory forces as well. Handle color, if you want, you can just change the handle color to green color. So this is okay. Create the implant. So now the implant is created. This is how the implant looks like. This is implant 1, and you can just see the thing in the 3D volume as well, and in all specific cross sections you can just take it to the implant and arrange along the long axis of the implant. This is how the implant appears, but you see this implant is quite lingual, so you can just change the implant direction as well. You just have to place the implant in the center, also taking care like the implant should not perforate towards the lingual undercut area. Now we can hide the lines, and just we can just tilt the implant as well. So we'll just tilt it this way along the arch form, and you can just see after tilting the implant, we'll just tilt it along in all. You can tilt the implant along the in any cross sections. You can just show the text, the amount, the dimensions of the implant that are used. Okay, so similarly you can just change the direction of the implant in sagittal cross section as well. Okay, so we have changed the direction of the implant in the sagittal axis as well. Similarly, you can create implant for 4-6 region also, and you can decide the direction of the implant, how it is to be done. The implant is perfectly at the center. It is less of lesser dimension compared to the 5 mm one, so we have chosen 4 mm implant, so that goes well. As you can see, this is 6 mm, so we have taken 2 mm lesser. And similarly, the height wise also, lengthwise also, we have 13 mm and we have chosen 10 mm implant. So accordingly, you can choose any specific implant as per the choice. Also, one has to take care while doing the drilling part, and also taking the lingual or the buccal undercut into consideration while doing virtual implant planning. Okay, so this was all about virtual implant planning. Hope you guys liked it. Thank you.